So here you are. It's just you've just gotten past the twilight, so it's safe for the stone trolls to come out. The early part of the night. And you've heard their thunderous footsteps go down those stairs, and it's kind of out of your sight. You're far enough back that you cannot quite see what is down there necessarily. So, what do you guys wish to do?
Well, we obviously need to move this creature out of our way. Turn to our small hobbit friend. Do you think you can cause a distraction or a noise over there for us to sneak by? Or perhaps uncork a cask of ale or something of that manner?
Yes, I can. Um, I forgot. Do I still have that one ring?
You do, but not the one ring.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole different story.
Yeah. Yeah, that was decided that you would keep in it.
Okay. Do we have any like poisons or anything?
None that I think would affect the troll.
Or one made out of stone.
I see.
And yes, you do have the ring of Mittal.
How far are the other trolls from this troll?
So what you're at a clearing, you're looking straight on. You're about 50 feet away at most from the entrance that goes down deep away from you, like straight ahead of you, down into the broadcleave, like a ravine of sorts.
Or we can't see what they're going to do.
No, once they've gone down several steps, they disappear out of sight from where you're at. You have to get closer to see any further down. Just to the right of that entrance is where all the piles of kegs were, and there's a few that remain.
Okay.
And
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
And right in your path leading to the stairs is...
Leading the stairs down for us to further see what's below us,
Yes.
in other words? Okay.
So this troll is just to the left from your viewpoint.
Okay.
Oh, there's these
Now,
casks of ales, and it's like right next to it.
okay. And what's behind us?
Woods.
So we could escape through the woods without dealing with this troll? Is that...
You could, although in
We
order
still haven't heard the
to
meat.
in order to hear what's going on with the meeting, you have to get past this troll.
Okay, I'm just... Okay,
Trying to visualize it. Yes, I don't have a battle map for this one, so I do apologize.
Okay. No problem.
I know you said there's a
We have to
ravine.
get past this troll, but we could escape if we said, okay, well, we've seen him in this big gathering, and that's all we want to see. We can leave. Okay.
But as far as an escape route, you've got some cover.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jacob and Chris, I both heard you start to say something, so sorry
I
to
just
cut
had a
you off.
question about the rain. I know the ravines in there. Is there still a roaring river in this ravine? I know it's the source of the river, which is why I asked.
You're up. So the river is not right near you. I mean, the map is kind of broad, isn't it? But you're on this side. I mean, like the source of the river is coming out of it comes out of the mountain. So out of like a mountain, like understream, so to speak. So this is kind of just above that area.
Okay.
And so it
we're
would be
all on
here
this side
that
of the river.
you're on the south side of where the river is. However, where you're at, Trollkind could easily pass into the north side of it and travel on down into the Edmoors, down into Root Tower.
Okay.
So being at the mouth of it.
Okay.
Chris, I thought you said something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the place we need sorry, the place we need to go down into, and where like all of the kegs of ale, like they're like somewhat far apart.
So you're at the top of a giant staircase that goes down into what's called the Broadcleave, which is a big ravine between a couple of you're in the foothills, of course, of the Misty Mountains, so it goes down between some of the foothills. Rough-hewn stairs have been carved into it, although you can't see the detail because you're at the top about 50 feet away from it. And so the kegs are at the top of those stairs, just to the right of the entrance of it, and that troll made of stone is stood right in front of the stairwell. It's not a stairwell, sorry, the stairs. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
I don't want to confuse anybody. I should have made a battle map here.
My only question is so where the troll is positioned, it is a drop off, if like to his left, right? So is he? Or how deep is that drop? Or if there's one?
It kind of goes up actually, to be honest, because you're kind of nestled between two massive foothills leading into the Misty Mountains.
Okay.
And they tower over you, obviously, as tall as they are. And so the ravine itself is too steep to traverse. The only way down is through these stairs, or safely.
I turned to Fulves. Considering I still can't plummet him to his death, I assume this is the best course of action.
I have a plan if everyone's on board for it of maybe setting the kegs of ale on fire to distract the giant or the Etten.
I'm all for that for an escape plan. The only issue is they might see the flame and smell smoke.
To add to your planning, you begin to hear loud sounds of a troll party basically going on down into the Broadcleave.
Oh, lovely.
Echoing across. So you do have the cover. Noise will not be heard. I mean, it's getting quite loud as you sat here because they're drinking.
There's no troll there's no party like a troll party.
Yeah.
Is there already like any sort of fires going on up here, like torches?
There's some torches, big ones actually, one on either side of the Broadcleave. Not something that's small enough to fit in any of your hands, but quite large. But that's close to where this troll is standing.
Okay. Well, if we have to battle this thing, apparently the noise won't be a problem.
I could distract him and bring him closer to us.
How would you do that?
I'm sure he wouldn't let just the Hobbit run around.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, if you showed up and then disappeared, then showed up and disappeared, it might confuse him and be like, what? And have to investigate. Like, am I seeing something? What?
How drunk am I?
Yeah. You blink in and out. It's like, what's going on here?
I can throw a couple of rocks at him.
Yeah, and then disappear, and then show up a little bit up the road a bit. Make a face at him, disappear. Draw him toward us, and we could be prepared for him, perhaps.
Yes. So
Where's
then
it?
all of you will set up a ambush, and I'll go get our Etten friend to come party with us.
Sounds like
I'm making a little
Sound
rough, basic map. You don't have any
Sound
tokens
reasonable?
to visible.
everyone, or
I think he's doing it now.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Wanderers? That sound reasonable?
Sounds reasonable enough.
Hold on, can't see anything in it.
I just remembered I upgraded all of my combat skills, so I should be more useful in a combat.
A stout hobbit friend.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not doing this to any sort of scale. Just so you can get an idea of where the relationship of everywhere.
Okay.
Sorry, I was just in a busy making some very bad drawings. These are kegs.
Okay.
Okay.
They're not meant to be ovals, so just deal with it. And, no,
we
don't.
No, we demand realism.
Could, if we hide like behind some stuff, could we perhaps? I'm just thinking, let him get past us, and then that way, perhaps we could hit him with ranged one round of like a surprise ranged weapon, and then draw our, maybe get lucky, and then draw our hand-to-hand weapons, but have wounded him a little bit, perhaps. What do you think? Let him get past us, because then he'd have to get by us to get to help or anything. Whereas if we hit him before he gets to us, or when he's with us, theoretically he could escape us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable thing to keep him from going down to the others.
And let him get past us, and that's when we hit him with, a volley of arrows, an axe, and then he has to turn around and fight us.
Yeah. Seems like a decent plan to me.
If we can, hide well enough,
Yeah.
So like make like sort of like a funnel, and he goes like down the
He
middle.
goes past. Right, he goes past us, and then we blast him with a bunch of arrows, and and Bane's axe maybe, and then he's realized, turns around, and then he'll fight us to get past the gauntlet to get back to the rest of the trolls, and hopefully we take care of him before that happens. Whereas if we hit him before he got to us, or right when we got to us, he could maybe, I don't know, he might be faster than us because he's so big. Maybe run down the hill, into the cave or whatever, or into the clearing, into the entrance. Anyway, easier. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right. So I'm not really. Hope this is a little bit. These stairs continue way, way, way down, but it's tree covered along the sides of this ravine. Just to give you an idea of the entrance area. You saw Mormog and them came up this way.
Okay.
And then the hill trolls were here. And most of the trolls coming in were coming from this way. Some came from over here. And then proceeded to go down, down, down. And it goes way down there. But this is all full of tree cover. All the way down. It's just very, very steep. You'd have to have ropes and climbing gear to traverse it.
Okay.
You could, along the edge of the stairs, perhaps you might be able to go down that.
Okay.
You did notice when the trolls took steps down It wasn't like they were traversing steps that were made for men.
Okay. And how far below us is the troll?
So he's about 50 feet from you. This one here. These squares are not relevant.
Even ground, or is it?
Same level ground.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
So hopefully that's a little clear.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna hide behind a tree there, and
I will do the same, but I will tell Hogar to prepare the horses and ponies for a quick departure if need be.
yeah,
Have him come further back this way then.
yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I was
Yeah.
busy drawing. What is your plan?
So I
We
guess-
created distraction so he'll come past us and we can sneak up behind him.
Yeah, so if you could like do something over here, Fulvis, sure you'll wander on over.
Yeah, just know that I just didn't draw them all, but there's more tree cover all about this area on either side of you.
Or do you want him to just come up straight through the center?
I mean, that could work too. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, yeah, straight through the center, and then, you know, Bane just hide behind a tree there, and I'll hide behind a tree, and we'll let him get maybe up to the edge here, and then throw stuff at him and shoot at him.
new elfin friend, get behind a tree.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You know,
Standing
when he
there.
gets to about here, just everyone unleash a volley at him and attack him.
Yeah, let's see. Now, if I remember correctly, he's not. He only has a sword.
Yeah, he doesn't have any projectile weapons.
Okay. Okay. So then it's Wanderer and me will shoot an arrow at him, I guess, and then drop our bow and pull out our sword. That sound reasonable?
Yes. And my
And
axe.
then Bane, you'll throw an axe and then ready your big axe.
Aye. And I will
Make
not
sure
forget.
you're-
I will
Bane,
not
make
forget
sure
the
you're
little
doing
ones.
well. Do you need me to toss you into a tree or anything?
Let me give you a boost.
Agamandil comes up to you, Wanderer. Since you're going to be firing ranged, perhaps I should take the position where you're at, and you should get a further distance back, since I have only a close combat.
Ah, yes, good idea. So I'll sneak behind this tree.
Yeah.
Especially good idea. My weapons don't take distance. Negatives.
Yeah, and I'm going to, because I didn't do this to scale, because there's probably all kinds of strange distances, or very close. Ah, damn it. Wrong thing. But actually, that's about right, 50 feet. Okay. That was lucky. Yeah, I meant that. Alright.
And then so Fulvis, you'll go throw a rock at him and disappear, and then run up a little bit and throw another rock or something, disappear and draw him toward us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just walk out and I'll just walk forward enough until he can see me.
Yeah.
And I'll yell out to the Etten. I think I'm here for the party that's going on down there.
Everyone's ready, right?
Yep.
And, let's see. And it immediately just sort of, I mean, it stands taller quickly, well, fairly quickly, as looks around and then looks down. Its head looks straight down towards you with hollow spots for eyes. and it takes a step towards you.
I say, "Oh, I guess you're coming to see my invitation then." And I reach into my pocket and I put on my ring as I start to step back.
Okay. Make a stealth roll, please, with a +2. Great success. All right.
Ooh, he could widen our influence here and make us also.
Do you want to do an extra stunt with that?
Yeah, I forgot what they were. Let me pull them out again.
These skill special successes.
Can I do widen influence?
And in what way? Sometimes these don't apply necessarily to all skills, but I'm open to interpretation. Because that would directly result, like if you were trying to enhearten, or.
I mean, we're all trying to hide. I guess it could go towards his distraction to help us hide.
Okay, yeah.
I'll yeah, so it says I can target, I think, like one more person, so I'll make it so that like whatever distraction I'm doing, it's like pulling away from the intention of Bane.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
yeah.
And
how's your thing, Hairbrand? just on and off note. Mine's at 1. Just curious.
Your what?
My skill's at 1 for that. What are you at?
What, for stealth?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 1 as well. Yeah, mine's got
Okay,
off.
we're both pretty terrible.
it's
No,
all
it's
right.
good.
Just making some rolls here. Nah. So he comes, looks around, and he comes barreling forward faster. Fulvus, you can move yourself, by the way, because you only just made your stealth roll. You haven't actually moved it, your token, if I remember right.
Yeah, so I'll move to the side here.
Not be in his path.
Okay, and he, losing track of you, he picks up the pace a bit, comes barreling up. And I better throw some people into combat here. Combat tracker, anyway.
I like how it has normal size token in the middle of his actual token. That's the target.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the thing they have with the coding for this game. I can quickly resize tokens, but it does mean the actual token is the default size. But
oh yeah, cool.
I can barely see a green dot there for someone's target. It's all right as long as it's targeted. It doesn't matter. All right, so. Opening volley. So you have range. Our range here, let's see. Wander, you're at 45 feet at that point. Harabrand, you're at 25.
Were we kind of hoping to get like here, or what was the plan?
Yeah, that's up to you. That was the plan, to let him get past? Oh, I see. That's why Bane is closer, because of his range is shorter. Okay, so choosing to hold then, to wait for him to get closer. So I'll have him move up.
I don't want him to get past us, so then we're in between him and the entrance.
Oh, is that the plan? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him move to here, and I want to let him make a quick couple more rolls, just to make sure he doesn't notice anybody. No, the little mouse that distracted him is kind of pissed him off, and he seems to be oblivious to you.
The little mouse.
And moves to this point. Those of you doing ranged may take your action.
Okay.
And
that means I must step out from this tree here.
for Wanderer, you're going to have a -1.
I don't get any distance with my
Never
new
mind.
bow.
Sorry. Yeah, you're seeing that, and it's the first time you've used it. And
I used it with the wolves.
oh, did you? Sorry, I can't remember that one. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, I need to select the token.
Yeah, Herobrand, it's in your short range, and Bane, it's in your short range too.
Yeah, I think a bow is 10 meters, right? So
10 plus your strength. Your strength is probably low enough. It's probably your.
It'd be 13
Yeah,
meters.
be your medium range for you then, which is a -1 for you and a -1 for you, Fulvus, and no negatives for anybody else.
Yeah, we get if he's surprised.
Oh yes. So, he's also large, so that's going to give you a +1. This is to everybody. So for Fulvus, that negates your negative. And,
I'm going to use Point of Hope.
And a surprise. Surprise, you have complete surprise, so you get a free attack, obviously, without him even knowing that you're there, which means he won't get to retaliate. Not this round, anyway.
Is that a +1 to the number, or +1 as in the bonus dice?
Dice. +1 die.
Okay. All right.
Wow.
It's nighttime, if I am not mistaken. So
It is nighttime.
I'll do a heavy review.
+1. I need to select. Oh, damn it. Oh, I gotta select it. Sorry.
I feel like this is the first time I've done damage with a weapon attack.
I think so too. And
I think it is.
That training in Rivendell really got you up.
How do I select him again? I'm so sorry.
Sorry, what do you say?
To select him again, I just hit select token and then
Double right click.
Okay,
Yeah, you got to be right in the middle. You can't be towards the edge. It took me forever to select him.
Yeah, and then a bonus die. You said, right? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. One bonus die. All right. There we go.
You might have used your sword again.
Say, did I use my sword again? Damn it! Sorry.
I know you love your sword.
I'm not good. No, I'm not going to allow that. I don't think so. Do you have a greater skill with your sword than you do with your bow?
Yes, most definitely.
With 4 successes.
Oh yeah.
Did you do your bonus die?
For this, for your roll.
Oh, with a hold on. No, I didn't. So just roll another d6.
Yeah.
How do I just roll a d6?
Down at the bottom, or you can do You should have a little
Oh, I
Gandalf
see it.
symbol in
Manual
your...
dice roll. Just
Man.
a success dice. Is that it?
Yeah, but you may or may not have to roll a feat die, but we can ignore the feat die. If you can ignore the feat die... No. 2 more points onto your 8. What did you get before?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6,
so
7
I had
points. No, that's going to miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's a miss. It's a miss. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm still applying damage from the rest of you. I haven't done Bane's damage yet. No, I haven't done Fulvis's damage. There we go. Did I do it all right now? Let's see. 12, 18, 21 points. Yes, I have. Okay. And I'm going to jump into... I'm going to say the beginning opening volley can only get 1 because you're at close range. I'm going to begin combat. You can change your combat stance now.
Oh,
And
most definitely.
as you've caught him by surprise,
I'm gonna stay with my bow for now.
Agamandil's going in forward stance. Hairbrand going to stay in ranged.
No, I'm gonna change it to. Well, yeah, I'm gonna change it to. What's this?
Actually, no.
I'm gonna change it to attack.
All right.
But again,
Right click on your token.
I'm sorry, I'm forgetting how to do it.
That's all right.
Right click on your token.
On my token, thank you. Okay, I gotta make it bigger so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop the bow and just yell, Adele, Adele, you know. And get ready to charge.
Okay. All right. Makes most sense for Agamandil and Bane to go first.
Okie dokie.
Always stay on the measurement.
I'm going to spend a hope dice for that.
All right.
I think it's already giving me the bonus for the other thing. All right, cool.
Yeah, for being in forward stance, it is automatic.
Alrighty. I think this is what I'll get. Oh, I still succeeded that. That's an unfortunate ISR run, but you know.
Yeah, but it doesn't count against you. Wow, you had enough bonus dice on there.
Yeah. Don't worry, next time. Next time.
Agamandil hits as well. Alright, let me roll. All right. First off, steal the damage. And then...
Let me know when you're ready for me.
Yeah, 1 second.
Sure.
I'm just calculating the troll's abilities. Okay. Alright, go ahead, Herbrand. Ah. You swing. It is just become aware that you guys are here because it's obviously because it's been hit by a couple of arrows and an axe or two and a sword. All right, open stance.
Its hide is thick.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah.
obviously out of range for my sword, so I just can move up to about there.
Is that the range
Well,
of your movement? Sorry.
Yeah, my strength is 6, so that was 12.
All right. And then ranged. Rearward stance, that would be Fulvus.
Yep.
Which I'm getting extraordinary. Close. Oh,
just
1
barely.
point off. All right. And on. Okay. All right. That was the end of your surprise, so it turns and sees you all now.
Oh shit! Run away!
And top of the round, do you want to change your stances?
I'm okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Let me check. Let's see how far am I away. I'm a whole nother movement away.
You can. I'll let you move and attack. It's close enough. He's moving about.
Okay.
All right.
Those
Now,
homebrew rules are still in development. I think it'd be unfair to not let you attack.
Okay. It's the next round of attacks, though.
Yeah, it is. It's right at the top. So, Bane, you're drawing your weapon. So let's have Harabrand go first.
Alright.
Is that right, Bane? You're drawing your axe?
No, because I did the first round and then I attacked with the second.
Sorry. Okay, go ahead and go then. Sorry, I didn't mean to do you wrong.
Oh, good. Oh, it's fine.
You want me to go? Or
Yeah, you can both go. So,
All right. Still a success.
Don, there should be something for you to click there.
Yeah, hold on. Crap. Okay, sorry.
It's all right.
Look at all those d6s. Not
I,
one 6.
Oh, I clicked off of it. So, 24. Sure. I closed that window. Will be.
Well, yeah, you can go. We can do it manually. If you go under, damn it, where's it at? Oh, here we go. Special damage. It's on the screen journal. So you can do a heavy blow, which adds your strength to your damage rating. What was your... or you could go piercing blow. Because you had a 9, so you could add... by using a sword. Yeah. It would...
Yeah, let's go piercing blow.
Okay. So it has to make a protection roll. And your sword. What's the injury rating for your sword?
It is...
Doing this manually means I have to
rating
look.
Is... Oh, hold on, let me get it. The damage is 5. Is that what we're looking at?
No, there'll be an injury rating next to it as well.
Where it says just injury?
Yeah.
18?
18, okay.
18?
Yeah, that's the one. And your sword glances right off of it. It doesn't pierce it. It's made of stone. He rolled 1 point higher than you, or higher than the injury rating. That's game terms. That is okay. Agamemnon missed. Wanderer, your go.
All right.
And
So I'm
Fulvis can go as well because you're both in open stance.
Sorry, does he take any damage from my attack then, or?
Oh, he does take your basic damage. Sorry, I forgot about that. My bad. It's your 5 points.
Yeah.
But it doesn't pierce through into him to get a more
But he took a little
deathly.
Got a little dent in
Got a little
the
chunk,
stone.
but it didn't. You felt sure of your blow, but it just didn't quite penetrate like you wanted to. All right.
Okay.
Open stance, Wanderer.
So I close a little bit of distance and attack with my sword. Oh, damn.
No such luck, Fulvis.
I'm running up and enheartening my allies.
Cool.
I yell out, "Go, my friends! Kill the giant rock!" So I think that's +1 dice for everyone in
On the following
forward
round,
stance.
it is everyone in forward stance in the following round. Yep. Okay. It does get a chance to fire back at this point in time, and it's spun around. Come on.
How much damage did you do, Fulvis?
It's 0 damage. It's just giving you guys a buff. Yeah.
Okay.
And it turns around and faces Bane.
Seems about right. Brace myself.
And raises its 2 big stony arms up to come down, pounding upon you.
Make yourself look small, my friend.
It's okay. We're dulling rock on rock here.
Scrunch down.
Ouch. Well, that's only 6 actually. Okay, that's not horrible.
You need to make a protection test, though.
Alright. I haven't had to make that in a while.
So I believe the coding, I think you just possibly click your armor? Oh, yeah,
yes.
click the word armor.
And then let me double check because I do the stone hard. All of them are favored, and it's night, so it's inspired. Favor gets me a feat dice, right? I believe.
Yeah, well, if you click it, on the feat dice, you would select click where it says feat, and then make sure the slider stays in the best.
Cool. Okie dokie. I think that's all correct.
I don't want to pay attention to make sure the coding works because we haven't done this in a while.
Oh. See, that's the hit I wanted, Tim.
Wow. So, it pounds down upon you, it catches your shoulder, and then it slides right off your armor, the angle off your shoulder.
Throw it off.
And we come to the top of the round and change your stance if you wish to. Those of you who are in open stance, if you were to choose forward stance, you're going to get the bonus. So this would be Wander. You'd get the bonus die from Fulvis if you chose.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Forward, is it?
Yeah, forward stance.
Okay.
So I get 2 bonus dice then? For him helping us? Because of the forward stance and an additional one?
Oh, yeah, the forward stance happens automatically in your coding. It'll show up when you go to hit. It already has a +1, but then you just add another one.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll here, I guess.
I'd like for this If we could go a little
Oh.
bit slower so I can resolve these, because there's
Okay.
certain abilities and stuff that he has, and I don't want to rob
Well, I'll
anybody.
hold on till you're ready then.
All right. Let's see. Hairbrand. Let's deal with you first. Okay.
Yeah. It'd be helpful if we put this in the actual order, because I think it goes by strength.
There's not a ruling on it that I've found in the book, but if I'm wrong, I openly welcome correction on that one. And let's see, Bane. Let's do with yours. All right, you guys have both taken chunks out of it. Wanderer, go ahead.
Okay.
And it's looking about, seeing all of you there. It's like if it could have facial expressions.
All right. We're gonna do a heavy blow.
Oh. You guys are gonna like this.
Oh boy.
It's this you've hit it, and it seems to kind of cower down a bit from it, and then it just stands up really big and bold, and its arms out, and it looks like you haven't damaged it at all. You still see some chunks missing from it, but it's really pissed now. And Fulvus, you need to go. Oh, and Agamemnon,
Yep.
I haven't done him yet.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot to add that extra dice on that last roll. Oh well, not that it matters.
And I'll have Agamemnon do spend a hope. Alright, he's damaged it. Okay, we're at the top of the round. And it's pissed, swinging or looking around at all of you. Do anyone want to change your stance at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to open.
Okay.
I'll stay forward.
Alright. Bane, I would say
Okay.
you would go first on this, and then followed by Hairbrand. $16 points. Wow. Okay. And then
We're no longer affected by the.
by the inherit, that's right. It only lasts for one round.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be
You
doing
ready
it again soon, so.
Are you ready for me, Andy?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry. There we go.
So I guess we'll do a heavy blow.
All right.
So just hit. It's automatic. Again, where do I automatically?
You click submit at the bottom of the window that pops up. It should already be like highlighted heavy blow as an option. Then you just roll down and click submit.
Damn it, I don't know where if I click the window out. God damn it! I'm gonna go to the Can I do it manually? Just
Yeah, I can. Although, is there a problem going on with the coding? I hate for it.
I
It
don't
keeps
know.
happening with you.
No, it's a problem with the player.
Oh, I would next time you go, I would don't click anything after your roll, and then
Yeah.
it should be the first thing that pops up.
Yeah. So what? So do
Great,
it manually. I just
great success. Then you can do. Let's see, what was your feat roll? Yeah, the only option you've got is a heavy blow, which is your strength added on to your damage. Like damage is 5 from your sword, and your strength is.
Strength is 6.
Okay, so 11 points. Cool. You guys have both knocked chunks out of it, and it's staggered back a bit. Wanderer, you may go. You're a forward stance still, correct? Yes, you.
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Go ahead. I'll go for Agamemnon. As it's moving about, dodging the Bane and Herobrand, its movement kind of takes it out of your path. Damn it. I'll have to roll one more die. I still missed. Sorry. This is Agamemnon. I had him spend a hope point, but it was not successful. I need to reduce his hope. Okay.
My hope reduced automatically when I used it earlier.
Did it? Okay. I
Yeah,
forgot.
mine does too.
Yeah,
Okay,
it does so if you do.
Okay. Well, the last time I forgot to click it on his attack roll. Yeah, it did do the one before I had him use hope as well. Cool. All right, Fulvis, it is your turn.
Yep, I will run up a little bit more and enhearten using a hope.
Gandalf, automatic success. That's +1 for everyone in open stance the following round. And
bring him down for the Shire.
In open stance or in?
Oh, forward stance.
Forward. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
+1 and forward. I gotta remember that.
And this Etten turns to you, Wanderer, and going with a backhand against you. Uh-oh.
Duck, my friend.
You need to make a protection roll.
Okay.
You got a
Armor.
piercing blow. So you need to take 14 damage and then make a protection roll. You just click the word armor to make the roll.
Okay. I'll do that and then I can adjust my...
Not that I want the damage, but did I take the damage last time since I got, or did I?
You know what? I probably didn't. Oh, I didn't give it to you, and I should have.
So what number do I reduce for the damage? Is that endurance? Wait, what?
I think
endurance. 14 points endurance. Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I was
So
just
I'm down
scrolling
by
up
14.
Jacob to see where the hell
Yeah,
it
no
was.
Oh, I got too much load. Ah!
Yes. And you failed your protection roll, so you need to mark the fact that you are injured.
Oh no.
Damn.
Collide with a tree.
Oh, Seen that. Where's that checkbox?
Cracked a rib or two, huh?
Oh, it hurts to breathe.
And I'll get to that injury in just a moment. But Jacob, I can't find it in the
wounded, huh?
in the history here. If where the hell was it? It's been a few rolls since then.
I don't see a box for injured, but I got wounded, and I'm clicking and nothing's happening.
That's what I meant. Wounded. You have to alt click it.
Alt click. Damn alt click in this.
6 points of damage to Bane. That's what it was.
Yes.
All right. And it's now the top of the round. Now, Wanderer, I need to take care of your wound. You guys can choose your.
Yep. Just a reminder,
stances.
everyone has a bonus dice if
Oh,
you
yes.
attack.
For this one, you're right. Thank you.
All right. Top of the round. All right. And I get a bonus dice, you said?
Yep.
Yes, you will do. All right. Damn it.
I haven't gone yet because I'm afraid if I go again.
Yeah, just one moment on that one.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've forgotten the wound rules. I'm so sorry, guys. Something you would think would be. There we go. Okay, I need you to roll a feat die. Soul.
All right.
This is gonna.
I'm gonna go on a hunch and say, "Don't roll an Eye of Sauron."
Yep, that's a good one. That's one to avoid. Sorry.
1 feet die.
9. That is how many days you've got until you are fully healed.
Ugh.
But this is without anyone doing any healing on you, so we will have to see. You can continue to fight, but if you get a second injury, things could go bad. So it's crushed through your armor and has done something quite significant.
Uh-oh, it's yelling the weary message again.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
do mark yourself as weary as well. You have to do that with an alt click. All right. Top of the round then. So you guys have just seen Wanderer get hit massively and stumbles back a bit.
Bane's gonna roar and swing his axe if he's allowed.
He is allowed.
Halloween!
Extraordinary success. Oh my god. You don't touch one of your own.
I keep rolling Eye of Sauron. No, but yes, there we go. Don't touch one of my own. Aha!
Where do all those bonuses come from? So one's for nighttime, one's for being forward stance, one is from the Enhearten.
And then I attached a hope dice to it.
A hope dice to it. Oh my god. And you have a skill of 3 in it or something?
Yeah.
Oh god. Look at those dice. Oh, Jesus.
That's why I was upset I wasn't rolling better before, because I was just getting regular successes, and I've spent like 3 hope dice fighting this thing.
Well, it's good you did. All right, so what are you doing with it?
Those were 3 heavy blows. It's 32 damage.
Oh, sorry, I scrolled down. I didn't see all that.
Yeah, I like to hide the last emote for some roll
right.
for some reason.
Okay. And
At this point, I've abandoned the parry action.
oh, it.
The Andy side does not sound good.
Hey, Hey, I'm not rolling like Andy today. I can tell you that, guys. I'll prove it to you. It's an ability that a troll made of stone has. Doesn't mean they're undefeatable, but if I'd have failed that roll, if I'd have rolled 2 less, you would have smashed him. So he stumbles back, and again he stands up in a roar, and is looking at you, Bane. But now, Herobrand, it's your turn, and Angmandil. All right. Is the window still there?
Yes, I see it. Yep.
Ah, cool.
Okay.
Ah, there it goes. 17 damage. And then it has to make a protection roll. It succeeded. But you still done the 17 damage. So you knocked a chunk out of it, but you certain you were going to get a much more penetrating blow there, but it didn't quite get into where you wanted. And Agamandil goes, and did you do your +1, by the way? Oh, it doesn't matter. You got your extraordinary success. You couldn't do any better. Come on, Agamandil. Failure. Sorry, unicorn. All right. Wanderer, are you going to attack or are you going to stay back?
Well, I switched to rearward.
Oh, sorry, I just saw that. Fulvus, it's your go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm doing another Enhearten. Because it's been working out very well.
Sure has, except for now. Oh, dear. All right, top of the round. Oh, sorry, rearward. Sorry, Wanderer, you may go.
Did we start a new round? Because I
No, you're in
that.
you're in rearward.
Okay.
Rearward goes last.
Yep.
Okay.
And so you're the last one to go.
Okay. I must spend another hope.
Yeah, we had started a new round after it had hit you.
Okay.
And then that's when both
So
Bane and
weird.
Herobrand did. Wow. Even weary and wounded. You go for a piercing blow. All right, then. Let's see what happens. Where's it at? Okay. So first off, let me do the damage.
I like to imagine it's like the movie where the cave troll hurts Frodo, and then everyone picks it up a notch.
Yeah. That's the way I'm taking
And they all
it too.
discover the mithril.
Yeah.
Guys, this is a day to remember. I can roll dice. I can roll the dice. Hey, you guys have had several. This is what, episode 10? You've had 9 where I can't roll, so you can deal with it. All right. All right.
To be fair, it's running out of health at least soon.
It is running out of health, but I'll share with you it's got this mechanic. If you get down to 0 endurance on it, and it rolls a protection test, and if it's successful, then it goes back up to full health.
Oh, hells to the no!
It's done that twice, so you've killed the equivalent of 2 trolls. All right, so
It's like in D&D, they regenerate. Yeah.
yes, that's the similar sort of mechanic. So it spins around, and it's got a couple of heavy blows, and it goes back towards Bane. It does not like the fact.
That's fair.
Because you
I'm
took a
assuming
severe
that,
chunk out of it. But sorry.
I'm assuming this is a Might 2 enemy for you, Herobrand. Just on a hunch.
It is.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the attack. And He's pissed.
Oh, I assume he is.
Who
Oh.
wouldn't?
Okay, now I'm not so great. There we go. 6 points to you there. So
All
just
right.
kind of glanced off here there, but it did cause a little bit of bruising. All right, top of the round. New attack stances, and we don't have a successful Enhearten roll for this one, so no extra bonus 1. And I would say Bane and Herobrand, you're the closest and most likely to fight back.
Yes.
Well, it's actually, I mean, yeah. It's only
Yeah,
you
just
two and
resolve it.
Agamondale who could go, but I'd rather you guys go first.
Sorry, I just had
Because
to
I'm in PC.
solve this thing. Weary.
Oh,
All
you're
right,
weary.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
By the way,
yeah, I'm at set.
on being
20
weary,
now.
one use of singing, we haven't used it yet because we haven't been weary, but if using a song of victory, it allows for the entire combat for the acts of weariness to not apply to the entire party.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know for people. Well, I mean, I guess I could sing, but I only have one in it for the moment, and I feel like my skills are elsewhere.
Yep.
Well, even if it's weary, I still am probably gonna do decent. So we'll see. We'll try, at the very least. Yeah, weary. Okay, and then inspired. Did he? I forget. Did Fulvus succeed last time?
He did
No.
not. So you're 1 die less than what you did
I'm
last
feeling
time.
pretty good, so I'm just gonna spend the hope die now. All right. I think that's about right.
Wow. Another extraordinary.
Just one of these days, I'd love to make a pierce. Oh, is it a piercing?
Let's
value
see.
10.
You can choose. Oh, yes, it is.
Okay, well, I guess I gotta do this, and then it does a piercing. All right, cool.
32 damage. Jesus Christ. Yeah, piercing does even more. All right. And protection.
So,
Please, go
so when
down.
you're ready for me, let me know.
Oh! Oh! No!
Oh no.
Yes.
And it finally, after all of that, smashes into a pile of rubble.
Ah, it's done?
It's done. He succeeded on his piercing blow. Got to the heart of it.
It lowered itself near to Bane enough. He
Oh,
swings
what?
up into its mass and finds its ugly heart. And then quickly has to duck out of its collapsing form, I assume.
Yes.
So I have a question.
Yes?
So with my Dragon Slayer thing, that makes it would make it a favored roll. So then I just hit the feat die, make it favored when I roll.
Yes.
Yeah, what is that in conjunction with?
Dragon
Is the-
Slayer.
Yeah.
Oh, the virtue, sorry, your new virtue you took.
Okay, but I don't have to use it now because he's dead. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
now- yeah, you would have just been hitting that. So.
Yeah. That would have made a couple of rolls earlier, perhaps gone more in your favor. Yeah, new ability, so it's a new thing for us to remember.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
It's all right.
So that means that I would roll what you roll two feet die and you pick the best one. Is that?
Yeah,
how
it
works?
does it for you. So when you click to attack,
Yeah,
there's
like I
a,
just did it there. Okay, so yeah, you roll 2 of them. Got it. Okay.
and it automatically takes your best one. Cool. All right. As it collapses, Angamandil turns to Wanderer after he's looking at the pile of stones like, is it done?
And then I'll also go over to Wanderer and make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
I've done falling down on the ground, hard to breathe. I don't know if we said what kind of damage, but I'm gonna go with broken ribs.
No, I would like for you to have the the decision on that, the description.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
I'm gonna make sure he doesn't have anything. Hold on. All right. So first aid needs to be carried out on you, and
That is not me.
I have no skill in that.
it's all right.
I can do it to myself.
Agamandil does. And he will spend a hope point to do so. First, though, you have the Miravor that Elleray gave you.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
It is not broken along with your ribs. Good.
And he goes through your pack. I assume you've got like a belt pack or a backpack or something like that.
Yeah, I've got a satchel.
Oh yeah, that's right. You travel light. I forgot. And he gets it out and unstoppers it and holds it up to your mouth to give you a sip. And what is? Let's see. Your wisdom is. Two, so you gain 2 endurance points back and 1 point of hope. And you're down to 8 uses of that. All
8
right.
on the one, a whole nother bottle. So 8 there.
I subtracted it from one of yours already. Do you have 2 bottles of this?
Yes.
Good God. Generosity of the elves. All right, so I'm going to do this as a public roll for the healing.
Okay, so I get 2 endurance.
And 1 hope.
And 1 hope. Okay.
If you'd spent any. Okay. And bonus die from the hope. Oh. And if you wish, if you want to spend a hope, does any of you have healing at all besides Wanderer?
No.
Yeah, no, I have no healing.
If possible, I would like a sip of the Miravor, though.
Wanderer, do you want to, you can support yourself because you're not unconscious. But you have to spend a hope point.
Well, I just gained 1 back, so.
Yeah, so take it away. But here we go. Here's the roll. Great success. That reduces your healing time down to 7 days instead of 9.
Okay.
And it stabilizes you and allows you to continue to move. However, you are still wounded. So should you take another wound, things get a little bit scarier. And it does mean when taking rests that you don't gain as much as everyone else. Oh, cool. I didn't know it had the code in there to show the days. Did you change it to 7 or did it do it automatically? It wouldn't have done it automatically.
I changed it.
That's cool. We can put that in the calendar as well. The day Wanderer is healed. Let me do that while we're here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. I gotta get rid of the fighting music here in a second.
Can you stand? Are you
I believe I can
able
stand.
to breathe?
I can. It's just very uncomfortable.
If not, I will carry.
Oh, there's no need for all that.
You're stout-hearted.
So I reach out my hand for some assistance getting up,
Yeah, I help you up.
and I stand and kind of grunt and flinch, hold my ribs.
I look a little concerned, but then I shake my head. That's it. That's it. Work it out a bit.
Miravar would give me more in my endurance a little bit back, right?
It would give you 2 points. So a sip of mirror gives you your wisdom is. Well, what is your wisdom? It's your wisdom rating is what it gives you.
Wisdom would be 3.
So
So
I'm gonna.
so you get 3 points of endurance back, and then you gain 1 point of hope back.
Okay, I will. If I'm allowed, I will take a sip of that.
Agamandil does. He still got it. He still has it nearby, so he hands it to you.
I think that
It was a gift from the elves for all of you, all of us.
It'll yell at me, so we'll find out in a second. Okay, I think I'm good because I think that would make me not weary. I would gladly take that.
Would I still be weary, or?
Let me see your.
You can always take it off, and it'll yell at you if it is.
Well, it has to do with your. Yeah, your endurance is still your load is still 1 point more than what your endurance is.
Okay.
So
That's
you're
what it
still
is, okay.
weary.
Gotcha.
So you've either got to lose something, or if there's any other battles, someone's got to be singing, or at least sing a song that inspires you for that battle.
That's the only reason I'm saying is because I'm a dwarf. That's basically my reasoning here.
Well, the only thing with loads are my weapons, and we're not about to drop the weapon.
No.
no, we're not.
And my armor.
Until we get in situations like this, the dwarf perk of having armor and weapons seems kind of and then I realized, oh, that's pretty good at the times like this.
Yeah, everyone has their role. Yeah.
Now, I normally don't have a horse, but I do have the horse in this case. Could I offload my shield onto the horse, light my load?
Let's see. Where are you at? Yes, you can, and that would. So if you just click the dropped button on that, then it will automatically take it off for you.
Okay.
And then just make a note that it isn't actually dropped, but it is on your horse. You might have to alt-click it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Did it work?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to find the window. There it is.
Now, why is it saying Hairbrand should be weary?
No, because I just was checking. I put my shield back on myself, but then I put it back on the horse. I just want to make sure.
One of these days.
Just checking.
Drop my load to 15.
Yep, so you'll be unweary, so just untick that for yourself.
And put a little note.
Alt-click it on weary.
Okay, I'm just making a note.
Oh, okay, sorry.
One of these days, Harabrand will be able to carry his shield.
Well, with a rousing battle song as a successful singing role, he can be... weary doesn't affect him. All right. You stand before a pile of stones, and Wanderer has been made stable.
He has nothing in the way of information or anything, I'm assuming.
I'm not going to get any information out of him now.
It looks really like a pile of stones right now, with several chunks.
Cool. All right. It's not carrying his chest.
You can still hear the sounds of a roaring party down below. So, your lengthy battle didn't cause any problems whatsoever. That you know of.
My hobbit friend, do you want to creep ahead a little bit and see if you can hear anything, and we'll back you up?
Yes, I can scout ahead. Uh, and then
You do have an easy escape now that this troll is dead. Okay, you go to the head of that, and you see that those stairs have been cut for troll-sized creatures. For yourself, Fulvus, it's, you know, each step is like taller than you down. And even for the elves and humans, and or the dwarf still is, it's a jump. And the elves and humans, it's a lighter jump. The area along the sides of where these steps have been hewn is like pebbles and dirt. It's kind of steep. You're not sure if you're going to be able to keep your footing. But you see deep down, far down into many, many steps down. Your best guess is it drops down probably close to 100 feet. And you can see torchlight and the shadows moving in front of the torchlight of large creatures. Occasionally you see the rays of a big drinking vessel of sorts, which to the rest of you would be a barrel, but for them it's a cup, a mug. And by all observation, they seem to be completely oblivious to what has just gone on up here. And they're at the bottom of the stairs. You can see that they are some distance from the bottom of the stairs, and there is tree cover all along. You feel like as long as you can keep from tumbling down these stairs, you all could probably sneak fairly close without drawing any attention. That's your best guess.
So, just a reminder, what was our goal for coming here? Was it just to learn more of Mormog's plans? Or
Ferretrun had told you that he was having a meeting here, and he has some great plan, some great task. She didn't know what, but she knew it was big. And she tipped you off to it in the hopes that you would help her out in escaping her bondage. So you're mostly on an espionage sort of mission.
Right. Because we're not going to be able to take all these trolls.
No, you just had a hell of a time with one.
Right, we're not going to be able to take 50 of them.
50 of them plus the giants of Mormog. Probably not a good idea. You might need an army.
So really, it's just maybe if it's a Fulvus job to just get close enough you can hear something, maybe invisibly. Because stealth-wise, Bane and I you forget it.
I'm a little bit better at night.
Yeah,
I'm stealthy, but I'm probably not the best person for that right now.
Agamandil...
What's your stealth, Bane?
Agamandil is very stealthy, actually. You realize for Fulvus to get down there, yeah, he could. But if each step is taller than him, it's going to take a while, and it's going to take even longer getting back up. Agamandil volunteers to go with him.
Okay.
I can remain unseen.
Because mine's terrible. Mine is just one, and
just because we're up here and doing nothing otherwise, can I try to finagle a way to maybe not collapse, but at least make this a lot more harder to traverse if they start chasing them? Like trigger a collapse or chop or a tree.
There's various bits of boulders and such. There's trees, there's branches, there's low-lying vegetation like bushes and such. It is more rocky than it is with trees. You do have a number of barrels here.
Yeah, I could do something with it. If I'm a dwarf and I can trigger a collapse of some sort, I will. But I'll do it.
Make a craft roll if you would like to see if you could figure out some sort of traption that could maybe make a bit of a hindrance? Do you have craft? You should have as a dwarf.
I do. I have 2 in it.
I thought you might. Meanwhile, Fulvus and Agamandil should make a stealth roll at an additional +2 beyond your normal bonus. So you've already get +2, Fulvus, so you're going to get a +4, but I think the dice rolls only allow you to get a +3 maximum.
Yeah.
There is a limit, so you'll go your full limit of stealth. Although,
Cool.
if you were to roll so badly. Hold on, let me roll for Agamandil quickly and I'll deal with you. Okay, you got a success as well. Cool. All right, I'll deal with that in a moment. Bane, you're not quite sure. You can't quite figure out maybe the best way to do it.
Help else. But
anyone else with crafting?
I have 1 craft.
You can give it a go, and Wanderer, you can see what Bane was trying to do. Actually, if got an idea.
I can roll an extra dice if you want.
I guess I should move up with everybody else.
Yeah,
Slowly.
I would
Limp
say.
behind. I'm gonna sit on a barrel.
I would say, especially if Wanderer wants to get involved, Hairbrand could roll craft with a. Well, you'd have to spend hope to help, so it's up to you if you want to spend the hope, Wanderer.
Well,
But I would give you a +1 because you watched Bane try some things, so it might have inspired you to like, aha, I see what didn't work.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll spend a point of hope and help him out.
All right,
Okay.
Don. So when you click on your craft,
Yeah.
there's you got a +1
Support from
anyway,
companion.
and then help from companion. So but also do a +1 anyway. I'm giving you.
So +1 anyway. Support from companion. I'm gonna spend a hope point.
Oh,
myself.
okay. That gives you your maximum +3.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Wow. I'm gonna say
So
you know.
here's what you do. Here's what you do, Bane. I've been looking at this.
Yeah, after I
And if
moved
you
all
put
these
the
rocks.
barrel
Yes,
over
thank you.
there, and you put these rocks on over here, I think that might work.
All right, I'll move them this way then.
Bane
Yeah,
upset. It was my original idea. I'm going to say with an extraordinary success like that, you figured out a way to make a bit of a trip hazard. If you perhaps rigging some boulders and some of these barrels that if you have to make a quick retreat, they come chasing after you. It's going to cause quite a trip hazard, at least for a troll or two. It may cause a few to trip, which will make a little bit of a pileup, possibly. All right, well, you guys are rigging that. Fulvus and Agamandil are making their way down to the bottom. And you get all the way to the bottom. And take refuge in some foliage. Now, what you see down at the bottom here is it comes out, there's like a big clearing here at the bottom of the broadcleave. The stairs come down, it's kind of at a point. From the base of the stairs, it widens out. And near, not quite an edge, but more like one side of it, closer to one side of it, there's a raised stone area. There's various torches that are been stuck into the ground. Again, we're talking about these giant, like torches, like something that you couldn't hold it. None of you, not even the humans. And there's a lot of revelry going on, and it's almost deafening, really, to hear these bellowing troll voices. And you're seeing stone trolls and hill trolls all together, and only that, and they're all various shapes and sizes, and they seem to not necessarily be all from the same area. Different indications, maybe different groups, different clans, And then you see Mormog amongst them, towering above them slightly, laughing and carrying on, but not laughing as much as the rest. Seems to be deep in thought. And he goes over and stands atop this stone sort of outcropping here, and so he stands high up above the rest of them. His knees are about their head height. And it takes a while for the gathering of trolls to notice a change, because they're laughing and carrying on, and one by one they sort of quiet down and turn around and look at him, and he's got his hands up in the air. His drinking vessel, he sat down at his feet. And he holds his hands up. And you're just within range to hear him. Now, he does have quite a loud voice. It is a troll voice after all. And he's quite large. And he's shouting. And he's shouting, "Brothers and sisters!" And it takes a while, the trolls, and he shouts again, "Brothers and sisters!" And they finally start to calm down completely and listen to him. And he says, "You have eaten and drank hearty, yeah?" And all the trolls just roar and raise their drinking vessels in the air, and they take another swig. And Mormog sort of chuckles as he looks at them all. And he gets serious again. "Now hearken here. You knows from where I came. You knows who I serve. A long time since last he walked in the north. But here, ever, his heart flies, and with good reason. Here are soldiers he favors for all others. Here is the strength of his armies of old." And he raises his arms again, and the roar of the trolls rises up. "Know you this? He is coming back." And they all roar again. And he looks out on them. And he holds his hands out to make them quiet again. "Weak are the Westlands, gone soft with age. They haven't known strife in 1,000 years. And the trolls get rowdy again. Hard group to keep controlled. Yet you sit in the mountains and grind rock for your bread." And there's a bit of laughter. "Listen up. We have many friends in these lands now. Men what's useful for more than their flesh. Men to serve you. Keep a sharp eye out while you sleep. I have been busy. I have been digging places, caves and tunnels and such, to keep you safe from the sun, all over Eriador. secret places where the light of the sun will never touch you, until, by the Dark Lord's will, the sun will come out no more round here. And they rise up and yelling and take another swig. Time's coming soon to leave these highlands and take back what was yours long afore. Join up with me, and you will never want for meat. You will never want for drink. And join us, and you'll have plunder the likes of which have not been seen in an age. And they all shout up really loud, and they start shouting, more Mog, more Mog, more Mog. And it eventually shifts, and you hear them start shouting, Angmar, Angmar, Angmar. And they're exceedingly rowdy, and Mormog is just looking out upon them with pride and pleased with himself. He grabs his drinking vessel and takes a drink himself. And he says, the night is young. Drink. Drink to your heart's content. But go forth from here and spread the word to your brethren. For our time is coming. And wait for the sign. Wait for the word. And he raises his vessel. Drink with me! And then they're shouting, Mormog, Mormog, Mormog again. And then he jumps off this stone precipice and is down amongst them again. And he speaks no more. What do you do, Fulvus?
Yeah. Do we see Fair June anywhere?
No.
Is there like any other rooms in here, or is it just this one?
It's a big open area. It's just a clearing at the bottom of this of these stairs. It's not a cave area. It's open to the sky.
I see.
These stairs were cut into like the rock out in the outdoors, sort of thing.
I turn to Angerman Deal, and I say, I think we've learned what Fairy June wanted us to.
Yes, we have. And dark is the news.
We should head back up the stairs now.
Yes. Okay, make another stealth roll. Again, +2.
I'm rolling really poorly considering the amount of dice I have.
That's how I
Wow.
felt in combat earlier.
Yeah.
Agamando got an extraordinary
Almost good
success. This is the time for me today. And you make it back up. And when they come up the steps, you can see a very grave look in Angamandil's face. And he looks to you, Fulvus. Do you want to tell them?
Yes, I will. And then I'll relay just like everything I heard down there to the group.
Aye, that is dire. And you said they chant Angmar?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well,
Agamondale's
Unless
deep
Bode
in
well
thought.
for the Westlands.
well, I think we've learned what we came here to, and unless we wish to try and do more, which against this many trolls I do not see a way, though we might slow a couple down in their drunken stupor to turn them to stone in the daylight at this rate, but
We can do more good by bringing this information back.
yes.
Let's to the
Did you
horses.
see anything that might have, did you see anything on Mormog that might resemble Faradrune's, or well, I'm gonna call her real name. I always forget it. Eromina. Eromina. Did you see anything that he could be using to control Eromina, like the other half of the chain?
I will let. Let's see. If you make a roll. Should have actually given you this while you were down there. Scan roll.
All right.
And I will do the
Okay.
same for Angamandil.
I will use a hope.
God, I failed too.
And did we? Would it only have been down there? Because I know he briefly was in front of us at the very beginning.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot. Yes, you guys can all make a scan roll.
So many dice. So horrible. All right.
We're all doing well.
Just a straight up roll, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you lucky dog. You.
And
At least
Lucky-
somebody got it.
oh my god, you only
My
had
mighty-
one success die that you could.
Yes.
Oh my god. Just
My
by.
eyes.
Yeah, he rolled a 1
I'm
otherwise.
paying a lot of attention today.
You noticed, Herobrand, that around his neck, on an iron chain, was a very strange looking key, which had a.
Did you all notice this key he had on his neck? About his neck?
No, sorry, I was distracted by the big troll. But I believe you.
But and
Anything else about the key?
just because you rolled a Gandalf, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a bonus. Probably why it struck you as possibly connected to it is that the metalwork seemed similar to the color around her neck, and you thought you glanced a bit of a symbol, some of the symbols like you saw on the color of her neck, the little iron band around her neck.
So I'll relay that. There seemed to be some symbols on the key, or a symbol on the key that looked a little bit like her collar. So that may be it. Of course, I could be wrong, but
And it was secured around his neck?
Yeah, it was.
is that a chain about his neck, right?
Yeah. Loose enough that he could, take it on and off easily.
Like a necklace.
But it'd be hard for like Fultus to go sneak up and steal it from him.
Oh yeah. Go down into the den of partying warband of trolls and climb up Morbog.
Yeah.
Maybe you could sing a great song, put them all to sleep,
Yeah.
and then steal the Silmaril. Then,
He's gonna have to free her. That's step one. Or, well, part of the step one, I guess, because we've got to get a special artifact, too, I guess. Unless that's just the way around to that.
Yeah, that's the advice from both Elrond and Gandalf. They'll need some sort of connection to the shadow. It doesn't necessarily have to be something from whatever ritual made that happen to her, but...
Yeah. Unless the key is just what controls her. Like, maybe it doesn't free her, but it controls her. Alright.
we should probably depart from here.
Yes.
Leave while the leaving is good.
Agreed.
She says through strained breath.
Will you be able to make it to the horses all right?
Yeah, kind of have to, don't I?
Sure.
That's the
stand
spirit.
up
I almost hit her on the back, and then I stop. That's the spirit. Okay.
Just on an also off note, I know it was generally the orcs that were taking them, but no sign of dwarves or prisoners here.
No, not at all.
All right, cool.
And if any had ever passed this way, troll footprints have obliterated everything.
I got you.
Catch up.
Just because I'm curious, you said, I know the troll footprints have probably obliterated much, but you said which direction was Mormont coming from this way, which is
That's
south?
right. More of a little bit more south, but kind of maybe a southeast. Really, it's not really a trail so much as just an area where there's no trees, and it's been made into a road because of a bunch of troll activity in the area, but.
All right.
But it's all sort of wilderness.
Gotcha.
All right.
Back to the horses.
Yes.
I'm going to take you back to the area door map. Well, you guys can select it anyway yourselves, but... And there's another Et in there.
Yeah, go away, you.
All right, so we'll take a break in just a moment, but you now need to kind of plot where you're going and how you're going to go about it. A bit of game mechanic. If you take a short rest, which is about an hour, you can recover enough hope equal to your strength, except for Wanderer, who can't recover any because she is wounded.
Okay.
Prolonged rest, you recover all of it, so that's a night's sleep. But for Wanderer, you only can recover up to your strength and endurance. So that's another penalty of being wounded, or injured is the term.
So you can spend it up to your... Okay, gotcha. Endurance, not hope. All right, cool.
So I know some of you have taken damage, but I wouldn't suggest you sit down right here and have a lunch.
Not
a midnight meal. But
did we establish if... I know it's been 2 weeks. Did we establish it was probably quicker to go back down to the road and go, or to cross country?
No one established it. Now, I will tell you as far as let's see. You don't have a hex view on your view, but I do.
No, we do.
Because if you south of the river there, you're in the Cold Fells,
Yes.
which is quite. The ground is very rocky. It's a bit dangerous. There's a lot of sudden steep drops that could come into play. You can do
We
it.
can't really cross the river, can we?
You could
South.
actually, because you're at the head of it, so you could go down the
I'm saying
Edmores.
here, but if we go south, we can't really till you get to the bridge,
That's right.
right?
That's right. And the Horwell is very broad, as you know. The travel time, I mean, being mounted, it helps. Let's see. Let me calculate it for you.
Is our next destination Fornost? Or I guess the North Downs?
Well, there was the dwarves, the 7 dwarves that went on ahead.
And
were planning to meet in Bree.
yeah.
But they were scouting ahead while you were taking care of this errand. All right, let's see.
We probably want to. My only thought was we probably want to hit Bree just in terms of restocking, because if we go cross country, it's gonna. If our hunting party does not find food, we will definitely be in trouble. Not to mention it's a lot of travel.
I see.
To go straight down to the road, you're looking at about 7 days, barring no mishaps. Once you get on the road, you can go quite fast. So if you went, like, let's see, straight down this way, you can get there in 7 days. Another just over 2 days gets you to the bridge. And let's see. Hold on. I think I told you wrong on that. No, I did not. I told you correct. And then from there to Bree. It's about another 6 days, again with no mishaps. At about 3.5, you're at Weathertop.
Yes.
So what do I say? A total of 7. About 16 days to Bree going that way. If you're making for the road. And then the Ettenmoors, would any of you have traveled in the Ettenmoors or studied it? Agamandil would know of it anyway. It's not so much rocky, but it is very marshy with lots of bogs. And so it does slow your travel a bit, but not quite as much as in the Coldfells.
Fulvis might have.
Fulvis might have, or know about it because studies maps and loves
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Did you do the calculation previously? Because I'm seeing a journey to Bree in the journeys map from the Broadcleave for days.
On the fellowship page?
No, you go to items and then all the way at the bottom.
Items where? Sorry, on what? On
items all the way down to where journey under horses, and then
a note you've made on your character sheet.
no. So it's under the items tab, and then all the way down to the journeys tab, which is under the horses. It's at the very bottom of the items tab. At least that's what I see.
I don't know what form you're looking at. Where do you items items
so you
tab
go
of
to
what?
Go to the suitcase up there.
That. God, I'm so sorry.
And then at the very bottom, there's
journeys. Journey to Bree. Yes. So I'm wondering. That's something I've been experimenting with, and that wasn't fully calculated. Can you open up your fellowship sheets? I want to see if it's visible to you. Underneath where it shows guide, hunters, scouts, and lookouts, there should be journey log.
Yeah, it says Autumn, Broadcleave, Bree. Well, it's under the year 2965 and
Yeah.
12 days of travel.
Are you able to open that by hitting the pencil and paper icon to the right where it says edit item? Or do you have that item show
No,
up?
I'm not able to edit that, but I can go to the Journey to Bree column and edit things in that.
I cannot.
Yeah, no.
No.
That's weird.
I don't think we can edit.
Yeah,
We
no.
can't edit from the fellowship page, but we can edit it from the actual entry.
Oh, okay. All right.
items.
So this is a new thing I've added because this is a much longer journey. That was a default sort of days of travel. This is I didn't finish at all because I wanted to wait for you guys because I didn't know which direction you were going to take. So I'm going to mark that as $16 if you go that route. Going, let's see how long it would take you going across the Etamors, and then or an estimation across the Etamors. Okay.
Oh, okay. So you would that's where the picture goes. I can't edit events, but I can edit journal.
Yeah, journal you should be able to, and then events are things that I can add that into there as you go. And I thought for the journey path we don't have to do it, but we could do a screenshot if we draw on the map the path you plan to go. We can do a screenshot and put it there just for
I will do my darndest.
memories. Let's see. All right, let me count. Yes. Let's see.
I guess this is going to be freehand. Nope, it didn't like that. Can
Okay, so if you went on the north side of the Horwell and kind of followed it down, you've got about 6.5 days until you are, maybe 7 days really, until you are there. So it's actually slightly quicker because you don't have to go through the treacherous cold fells. And then from there, then we're on the fast pace on the road. And you could see, that's... That's where I got closer to 12. You could get to Bree in about 13 days.
Wonderful.
But you're going cross country through the Etenmoors. So the little bit longer route has taken you 3 more days, but more time through safer lands, slightly.
Like how it just wants to keep creating words and not.
So that's taking
I
us
vote for the
straight
safer
south,
route.
basically, to where the fords of the Bruanen, and then over to the bridge.
Yeah.
Can we go? Could we hug the west coast of the Horwell, sort of, and go between the Trollshaws and through that open area to just east of the last bridge?
Oh, right through here. You can, although it's not
Would that save us any time? Would that save us a day or anything?
No, it's actually. Let me calculate. Sorry, instead of just assuming. I think it's just a
I
little
thought
bit
you
longer.
said it was going to be longer because the terrain's rougher.
Yeah.
But I think that was we're going straight south all the way to here.
Yeah. So straight south, you can get to the road in 7 days, and then you've got 2.5 days on the road to the last bridge. If you went straight to the last bridge.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would that save us anything.
Didn't you just say at the north and the west of the river took 6 days to get to the last bridge?
About 7 days.
So we can actually get to the last bridge quicker that way.
Yeah, the Edmores is not as difficult terrain. So, yeah, it would take you about 9 days to get there, going straight to the last bridge from where you're at.
Okay.
Approximately.
So it's easier to the west of the river. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, west of the river.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ooh, that was tougher than I wanted it to be.
What'd you say? Sorry?
I said that was tougher than I wanted it to be. All right, there's a line.
Oh, sorry, I'm not on the map to see. Oh, wow. That's quite a good one.
Yeah.
At first, it kept writing words over and over. I had to reset the thing.
I was on a different map. I was looking at my Lore Master version.
Quickest route. Okay.
So that puts you in Bree in about 13 days, barring any troubles.
All right, there we go.
All right.
Cool. All right. So,
Well,
I will.
considering my substantial injuries, I vote for the easier, less treacherous route.
And. Oops. One moment, and I will. I just want to see if this works. Aha. Okay, I know how to do it now. Let's make input map.
I snipped a picture if you would like one.
Oh, all right. I've done one. 'Cause I have to upload it into another area, so it doesn't make it quick. But I'm ready to import it now. So if it works, that is. All right, be done in just a second, guys. So, all right, come on. There we go. Hey, it changes the picture of it as well. Cool.
Nice.
And then we can keep journal notes. We keep track of events. I kind of like it. And I keep track of travel fatigue for all of you on there as well.
There we go.
Oh, I like it. It's a shame you can't see it on the Fellowship.
Oh, look at that.
Interesting. It doesn't update it on the Fellowship page.
No.
Nah, I think it just does days of travel.
Yeah, but
like
it's not even updated that as well.
Oh, for 13. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just deleted it, so I'll add the new one to see. There.
Yeah.
And you guys can't edit it. You don't have a pen and
Nope.
pencil.
What's I can do is open here.
I can edit the journal.
But can you do it from the Fellowship page? Can you open it up from the Fellowship sheet? Shouldn't be. If the rest can't, you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Wow. Okay. Well, you guys can still edit it from the Journeys tab there, so that's all right. Cool. All right. Shall we take our mid break?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
sorry.
know, all things clear, that went fairly well.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Jake. I just saw the drawing you sent me. I didn't see it in time.
Oh yeah, that's the snip. I have to do enough work that I know how to do it.
Yeah. Well,
I can't get rid of. I guess I gotta move the words out of the way.
no, it's no big deal. They're kind of small in the picture anyway. Okay. Well, let's take 10 or so minutes here, and then I'll see you back in a little bit.
All right.
Okay. Carrying on. Now, were you wanting to get a short distance away and take a short rest to recover some endurance, or were you wanting to just make haste and be gone and wait
Well, as long as we're
until
not,
you sleep?
well, I mean, without any with any form of luck, we'll see if we have it. With any form of luck, we can probably get somewhere to sleep and then just sleep it all off. Or
Right.
for those of us who can.
All right.
So, what are you saying, Ben? You're saying go for long and then sleep, or go for
Yeah, because it would get us the
get away
greatest
for
distance from this
an hour
place.
and then take an hour rest? Which one are you saying?
Because I said with any form of luck, hopefully we don't have to fight anything else, which means we don't really need to take the short rest because we can just wait till the long
So
rest.
you're saying wait for on the short rest? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other question I have for you guys are: do you want to journey at night since you're in Troll Country and sleep during the day when you might be safer, or are you wanting to go during the day, travel during the daytime when you can see better and such? You've been up late as it is, but
Well, I know what Bane's idea would be because of his thing,
yeah.
but that's a group decision.
I think as the guide, I would want to travel during the day.
Okay, and so for the remainder of this night, so then you want to go just a little bit, travel for a little while, then maybe get not the best rest because you haven't got a full night, but at least some rest before.
Yeah. Plus, I assume they're going to be partying for a while, so they're probably not going to be. And then it becomes daytime, and they probably won't be coming out.
Right. Okay.
So maybe go for an hour or so, and then find a spot.
Okay. Okay, let's start the journey phase, and so we're going to start with a travel roll from Fulvus.
You got it, Fulvus. We're gonna cheer you on.
Yep. Right. Wow.
So close.
Glad it's favored because that Eye of Sauron there showed up. Okay, that's fine. Failure doesn't mean you don't travel. That just indicates when I roll for an event that may or may not happen for you guys. Okay. For a start, before we go any farther, you should have on your character sheets let's see, where is it? Yes, underneath endurance, you've got buttons for short rest and prolonged rest.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm not sure of, does it work, because we haven't used them yet. But you should click prolonged rest. I want to see if it works does it properly for
Cover help points from fellowship popped up. Okay. How many points do I want to recover? I think we have 6 community points.
Right.
Do we wish to regain any hope, guys?
hold on a
I don't
second.
think I
Right.
do. I get to recover any?
Yeah, so you can, when you take a rest, you can spend fellowship points to recover. Hope, yes, if you wish.
But I think we all have to agree on it. I mean, I have no problem. Does anyone need hope? I'm at 6 out of 10.
I'm at 7 out of 10. I think I'm okay.
I have
Well, we
14
might as
out
well
of
take them,
17.
though, right? I mean, they're free, right?
Well,
They're
sort
shared.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like
don't
7
not take
community.
them, right? Right.
Sorry.
So I'm down 2. You're down 4. You're down 3.
Yeah.
And
Here.
I could be wrong.
How
I
many
think if
Fulvus?
Fulvus takes 1, he gets I could be wrong. I think if he takes 1, doesn't he get 3 back?
There
It's
you
like
go.
a weird Hobbit.
I've showed you what everyone's got.
I don't think I get 3 back. Is that? I'm not sure. I haven't heard of that. No.
Or it might be
I might be remembering a feat,
cultural
too.
virtue that you haven't taken yet. I can't remember. There's so many different little bonuses and things that the different species or races have. So I put in the chat there. It's shows what.
Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Do you want everyone maybe to take? Well, who's? I'm probably I'm the best probably. Everyone take 1, except me. And then that leaves 1, 2, 3, leaves 2 extra, and so then whoever's
I know what my with my injury, I'm only allowed to do so much.
This is recovering of hope. This isn't health.
Okay, I thought there was something about hope, or it's endurance. I'm thinking about.
Yeah, okay. Endurance. I said health. I meant endurance. So
why doesn't everyone besides me take 1? That leaves 2 extra. So who's for? And then Bane maybe take another 1 because you only get you're maxed at 10 anyway. And then maybe Wanderer take another 1.
So you want me to take 2 or 1?
You take 2 and Wanderer take 2 and everybody else take 1 and I take none.
All right.
Saw it worked on the coding there for your health. Well, that's nice to know. And then we just need to change the fellowship sheets. Fellowship.
Yeah, points. I only took 1 point of hope, so we'll have to reduce the fellowship because I don't want to click the rest again.
Yeah, it took. Oh, you're saying you took 2, so lower it to 1?
No, I only took 1, and then I clicked OK, and then it was like, no, go ahead and take 2. So I'm gonna manually increase my hope. I don't want to click on rest again in it.
Yeah. Just manually increase it.
Oh, did it automatically do it for everyone else?
It did, and it lowered the fellowship. Yeah.
Huh, I had to manually add Gamandil's hope point.
Huh.
Well, it did it for me, because it went from 7 to 8.
Yeah, mine went from 6 to 8. So.
Wait a minute, did I do things right? Hold on. Yeah, no, I had to... Or maybe I just drained it. Anyway, we'll leave it.
Recover 0, right? Okay.
Yeah, and he had lost no endurance, is that right? Yes, okay. Okay, then. That's sorted out. Okay, you guys get to 2 days. 2 days of journey.
Wonderful.
And then... Right. Okay. Hunter. The hunter makes a roll.
Always hunter.
That's what it happens.
Where am I? Okay.
It's been that's what happened last time too, didn't
it? Yeah, I think we had like 1. What was it? We had mostly like 2 hunters and 1 lookout, I think.
Oh wow.
So that's when we got control.
Yeah, I was a hunter last round. Now I'm a lookout.
I'm the hunter this. Where am I rolling this off of? Just a
regular
out of your hunting.
Yeah, just a hunting roll.
Okay.
And
if you have I guess if you have a useful item, you might be able to spend a hope if you want or need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't for that.
We're hungry, dagnabbit.
It's roots again.
You said you actually hunt Herobrand? I'm starting to doubt it. Can you?
So you had
your bird?
you had a more difficult time
Quiet, short one.
on your hunt. Let's see if this sheet works. So
I would be afraid to be your horse.
So I've updated fatigue. Now don't bother doing anything with your character sheets. I put it on the journal, the journey sheet. So Herobrand, you have one extra fatigue. This happened last time too. You have one extra fatigue than the rest because you've had a bit of a harrowing ordeal trying to get food. Difficulty in finding game.
Yeah, didn't he get lost last time?
Yeah, last time he got lost, and so let me.
Dwarf keeps teasing me, and it bothers me. All right.
Yeah.
But that might have been the Eye of Sauron that got you really lost. I think, if I recall. I think you just this time took you longer to get.
All right. It should show up under events now, under the Journey to Bree tab sheet. You should be able to see it anyway. I've added it. Can you guys see it? I just
Like,
want to
how
make
about Planet bread?
Is
yeah,
it?
difficulty finding game. I see. Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure it works. Okay, no more hang up with that. Okay, so resting that evening, and we had and I failed to open it actually. You had a plan as to who stands watch.
Well,
But
I am one of the lookouts.
there it is.
I do better at nighttime, so I could take the first watch if you wish.
What you guys had
Well,
decided
middle-
in the past
middle of
was,
the night
this is prior to your newfound gains, but your watch order is Herobrand. Yeah, this is back when Elleray was still part of the crowd. So Herobrand, Elleray, Fulvis, and Belganor, Wanderer, and then Bane was the order. So you can make a new order that you can.
I still would like the first. I think.
Okay, then I'll take Elleray's
I mean,
spot.
you're better in
then.
the dark when it's dark.
That's what I'm saying. So it's still nighttime, so I'll take nighttime. Dark business for dark deeds.
And the elves can see better in the dark too. So.
So it was Herobrand, then Bane, then Fulvis was next on the list from before, and then Angamandil, and then Wanderer. Would that be?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable. If no one has any problem with that, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Okay. Now, prior to going to sleep, as you're winding down, and you're at your tiny little campfire, one that avoids notice, finishing off the last of the game that Herobrand was able to get. It all goes dark again. I mean, darker than normal. And let's see, what do we have right now? Yeah, we're at a waxing crescent mood. Let's see, 2 days into it. There we are. We're on the 29th. almost the end of this month. And you see a figure moving through the trees, glowing, walking slowly. And stepping out from the tree is Faradrun. And she stands at the edge of your camp for a moment, surveying you. And when you've all taken notice of her, she steps forward. And when she gets close, she bows her head to you all.
I bow in return.
I am glad to see you have survived. And you're well, although one of you has taken an injury. And she looks at you, Wanderer.
Indeed. Just kind of speaking through gritted teeth. Because anything hurts.
She shall live, though. She's as tough as a dwarf. Just no beard.
And you were able to hear Mormog's plans, I trust.
Aye. We were even able to see, I'm assuming, what he controls you with. The key.
Yes. I am powerless to do anything with that key. Although I do not know if it can release me completely from bondage, but it does allow one who possesses it to control me. But I hope, from our last meeting, that the wise and powerful who've advised you may come up with an alternative way.
Aye. The more information we give, the more they are probably able to decipher it.
I will. So we are still in agreement. What I have said to you has proven true, and I hope I have gained a degree of trust with you. And we still have a bargain that you will attempt to help find some way to free me from my bondage.
That is still the plan, at least on my part, yes.
Bargain holds.
Yeah.
Might seem an odd question, but I do have a question.
Of course, brave dwarf.
That spell you were able to lay upon us, does it also allow you to track us?
It does not. However, I do not need one. I do not need it to track you. I will pop in on you from time to time. Although, the farther you get away from Mormog, the more difficult it will be for me to find you.
I would expect that to be so.
The difficulty is not in the finding, but is the how often I can be away and not be noticed by him. Last time did not go so well.
Do you know next where he goes after this meeting?
That path has not been revealed to me. Although it seems he is returning south, back to the place where my imprisonment, where he freed me. I do not think he will be happy once he sees what you have done with his tunnel. She smiles.
Bane chuckles a bit. I agree. Though, the next course of action I would assume for him to do is to order him to hunt you. Order you to hunt us.
But he may not know. I'm sure the goblins will speak of description of who did. But I desire amongst more than anything to be free of this bondage. To return
I agree.
back to
Though,
my place.
What I more indicated was, would you be able to resist if he ordered you after us?
I am not able to resist a command. However, I am able to, how shall I say, twist the meaning.
Yes,
like
wording.
I can, like, for example, I'm not his bound on me does not permit me to I was able to give you advice, but I was not able to significantly aid your quest. It's more of a twisting of the words.
Understood.
It's like I wouldn't be able to lie about it, but I could not know where you're going by not finding you, if that makes any sense. I could tell him that I have not seen you, which I would not have. In truth, I didn't actually see you do what you did with the tunnel. Therefore, I could twist it. But I will keep my word. And not from my lips will he hear of your journey.
Right.
But for now, she looks to Wanderer. And she comes closer to you. And are you seated or standing, Wanderer?
I'd be seated.
Okay.
Best possible way to try to get comfortable.
Here is one who needs some aid. And she comes to you and she kneels down. And she's glowing, so this light is all about you. May this give you some comfort. And she puts her hand gently on your ribs. And light glows emanating from like between her hand and your ribs. Extends beyond that. And you feel the pain stop for the moment, at least. I cannot remove your injury completely, but I could aid you on your way. This should heal quicker, and with a degree more comfort. And wonder if you can reduce the days of healing by 2.
Okay, so we're down to 5.
And
Thank you kindly. That will surely make this journey somewhat better.
Trying to. Well, I'm attempting to edit it. Oh, here can't just change the day. That's alright. I'll just redo it. I'll get there. Alright. I'll delete this one. There we go. Okay. Finally got that one. Alright. And then she stands back up. I will leave you now in peace. And I wish upon you great success in the journey you have in front of you. Fare thee well. She bows her head. And walks away. And fades into the forest. And you have your night, and the night goes smoothly. The next day, it's time for another travel roll from Fulvis.
Yep. All right. Oh wow. My travel rolls have not been very good. I think when I was watching last session, I think you were succeeding all my travel rolls.
Yes. So I took all the luck away. And I still have it, I guess, then.
I was about to say, Andy took it all from us.
Yeah, that's how it is. All right. And all right. The scout must roll. And your scout is...
Me, finally. Assuming it's not nighttime, so I'm assuming my lantern helps me nil. So I'm just gonna roll regular.
Yeah.
And I know we're traveling all day, but I'm assuming I also don't get nighttime bonus, so I will just roll more. That's a shame.
Oh no.
So close.
All right.
Your eyes weary, Bane?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to show you. Let's see. So what has happened is that because we're in you're in a marshy sort of land, and your job as a scout is to kind of clear the path, for example, or navigate around different areas. So it's a bit boggy in the area. So it's going down the wrong way, and you run into this, too wet, too not an easy path, so you have to backtrack. So fatigue goes up.
All right.
Although, I did yours wrong. Yours goes up one more because you had to backtrack. Now, your journey. So 2 days have gone by, but on the first day, it's on the way. So you're actually going to be here, but back when you were here, you come across it's near the Horwell, but there's Fulvis may have some lore about this because you do a lot of studying, a lot of story collecting. Angamandil will. Could you actually, Fulvis, could you make a lore roll, please? And then I'll use that to apply what I'm, and I'll roll for Angamandil as well.
Okay.
Wander,
Are you also adding your bonuses for our Rivendell stuff?
yes, I am. I've just been rolling really, really badly. Well, because you're in the Darklands, so you have an ill-favored roll, but I've added +2 to the result every time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you.
Yeah, it would have been even if you didn't have that. Been some seriously bad stuff going on. Worse than what's happened. Sorry, Chris, you were saying something, but something asking for a bonus, or?
Yeah, my book of stories, would that give me a bonus?
That's a useful item, and it grants you 1 die.
Okay.
And I'll roll for Angamandil on his lore. And then Wanderer, you should be able to roll lore as well.
Okay.
You travel this area.
Always 1 off.
Damn.
So it's favored for Angamandil, and he rolled 2 Gandalfs on his feet die. So automatic success. All right. As you're walking through here, the land gets really boggy, and this is part of what Bane was trying to navigate around, which is what increased the fatigue. And you all feel a bit of darkness in the area. Angamandil pauses through it and looks about. And you see in the bogs that surround you, you see bodies. That stick up out of the water. You see even their weaponry. Lots of bodies. And they've all gone really... They're just stained black by the brackish water. They're partially submerged, partially sticking up. And Angamandil said, "Here is where the men of Gondor and the elves of Imladris and Linden rode down the rear guard of the fleeing Witch King. But the Witch King sent forth evil spirits afterwards to haunt the area, and some of those took and embodied some of their spirits embodied some of the took over the bodies of some. There's great evil in this place. But I still feel the presence, and maybe perhaps you all do as well, of the evil here. I would advise you all to steer very clear from the bogs. There are tales still of these evil spirits embodying these bodies that would come up and drag you down into a watery death. Let us steer clear. And you're able to move. There you go. You're able to get around to there. The night goes. We've had a couple of nights. Let me advance the time before I forget. The following day. Then the very next day, Wanderer, you will be healed. You're feeling much better. But you have noticed that the pain has remained subsiding, just as Feridun promised. And it's time for another travel roll.
All right. I can't fail 3 times in a row.
Or
you jinxed
can.
yourself,
Oh.
man.
Oh my god. Hey, this is what it feels like to be me, so on most days.
Travel is actually my best skill. Like I've favored with the most dice, and I've got the lowest target number.
Oh man. Now, and then
Mr.
you've
Brandy
got,
book. Brandy book. Are you looking in the right book?
and you're using your useful item as well, aren't you?
Oh no, I forgot about that.
I'll let you roll a single die, 'cause it gives you a bonus.
Yeah.
But wow, 7
Oh.
Oh yeah, that passes then.
just does. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. One moment.
Luck of the halfling holds.
Yeah.
1 second.
If you're ever not feeling hot one day, Fulvis, I also have decent travel, so let me know.
Okay. And okay, we are lookout.
And I think, not Elleray. I think we got 2 lookouts.
Oh, I put him there, but he doesn't actually have a skill in it. I was
Oh.
trying something out because when they go to award experience points, Agamandil doesn't show up as a recipient of one, so I don't know what's going on with the coding. So I thought if I made him in a role, then it would, but it's not, so he technically can't go.
Okay. So that's awareness, right?
Yes, it is.
Do you think it might be because he's not in game and then it assigns it to the player?
It's possible, but I thought we tried it. Yeah, when he was playing last, it didn't work. I did to do it manually
Okay.
for him. It was weird. Okay. Oh, you're lucky. So you were what you were rolling there. You were as a lookout. The bog kind of threw you there, and the remnants of this battle. A little more wary, sorry, looking about, and you're starting to feel overwhelmed with it, almost with dread and despair. But you manage to kind of, shore it up and to keep going with that. And you guys move further, so you pass the rule. Sorry, both of you. And you guys have gotten all the way down to there, and this has... You, Wanderer, are no longer injured.
Woohoo!
You may remove that. Also, you can increase your endurance all the way to the max there, Wanderer, if you weren't quite up to that as before.
I was close.
I would have thought you weren't that far.
Yeah, that one prolonged rest got me up to 22 out of 28, so.
And but something else you spy, Wanderer.
I spy with my little eye.
Little eye. You can see a person. A young man who's badly trying to hide behind some shrubbery. But
A shrubbery.
a shrubbery, underbrush. Call it that to keep the joke going. But he's not like someone who's trying to ambush you. He's just trying to hide. And you can see he's peeking out at you. But this is from your sharp awareness.
Who would be the closest person to me? I'm gonna reach over and nudge them and kind of indicate to them to look, there's somebody over there hiding.
Probably be the other scout, I'd imagine, or the other.
No, we
okay.
don't have one. I'm the only one.
Yeah, I just put him there.
Okay.
So I don't want to yell out at the person, just make someone else in the group aware and quietly. What do you
I
think?
imagine we're all sort of watching you, so.
Yeah.
I can
We
sneak
make
up.
a little high sign and we kind of nod.
Yes, I would. If you can find out if he's alone, follow us.
Yeah, I can sneak my way up.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth. And if you have your ring, it's a +2. Okay,
nice.
then. There's your luck back.
I have a hard time jumping out of his skin. That's what this guy's gonna have.
Yeah, I guess I'll bring Wanderer with me then and make us move quicker.
But you get 2, don't you, from extraordinary?
Yeah, so it's hasten or like I forget, and then the other one is extend influence.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, widen influence, make haste. Yeah.
Okay. So you're going up to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
You there. Come out of that bush.
Oh, he jumps. And you can see that he's been injured. wounded, and he sort of doesn't seem to have a whole lot of energy. He's, I mean you no harm.
What are you doing there? Why are you hiding in the bush?
I heard you approaching, and I didn't know if you were orcs or not. My hunting party, we were ambushed by some orcs. I believe most of my fellow villagers have died from it. And I barely escaped. My name is Brandir.
Well, Brandir, what village did you come from?
It is a small area. We've made a village out of within ruins. It's something that we could fortify a bit. Remains of ruins anyway, but recently we had been besieged by orcs. It was just more frequent. But we were able to kill their captain and several of his soldiers, but we fear retribution. And we think there may be an orc encampment nearby. We've seen spies, but we were making a desperate attempt to gain more supplies. Can you help us? The village is a few miles to the southwest.
Well, return to our camp with me, and we shall see what the rest of our companions say.
On the way back, I whispered to Wanderer, this man is suspiciously close to the camp where we encountered the other men. The ones who weren't so good.
Indeed. Definitely keep an eye on him. So we head back to our camp and gonna have him tell his story to everyone else. Get a consensus of everyone.
Can I make an insight to see if he's actually...
Yes, you can. To see if you feel
sensitive?
like he's being honest with you or not.
Yeah. I will use a hope. Nice.
His body language, the look on his face, he doesn't look away when he talks to you. From what you can tell from that, it seems like he's legit, or at least he believes that.
I see.
Now, I will say to you what you and Wanderer will both know, Angamandio would know to some extent anyway, is that there are isolated homesteads throughout, more so the closer you get to the East Road. Sometimes it does occur. people living, outside of, the friendly lands. So it's not out of the question. And there are lots of ruins about.
Okay. I'll tell Wanderer. I've talked to many men that spin fancy tales in the taverns of Bree. I don't get that sense from him here.
Yes, I have come across many of these towns and old towers he speaks of. Still, never hurts to be cautious.
And he looks about at all of you in the camp. Quite a collection.
Just you left in your party?
Now, who is this man?
Found him hiding in a bush over there.
Brandir is my name.
And where do you come from, Brandir?
A village not far from here.
Seems like a wild place to have a village, no?
Up until recently, we've had a pretty decent time of it. We choose to live by our own means. Simple farmers.
And where did you hail from before this settlement?
We were from Bree.
And you hunt alone?
I had a hunting party with me, but I think they did not survive the encounter with the orc party that we ran into.
Upon the word of orc, Bing spits in the ground. And where was the battle that took place, and where is your settlement close to these orcs?
The settlement is just a few miles to the southwest. It was a mile from here. North from here, actually. Where we ran into the orcs.
How many?
It happened so fast. But I believe there was around 6 of them. My companions and I, we numbered 4. And I thought they were behind me. And I ran. I'm such a coward. That's why I volunteered for the hunting party, to prove my bravery, and when I was given the test, I failed. Or maybe they were captured. I don't know. We've been suspecting that there is perhaps an orc stronghold not far. Or an orc encampment, I don't know.
Well,
I could lead you to my village.
I'm assuming it's nearing nighttime, so we kind of have to settle down to rest anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have to have a place to bed down, and I see no harm in taking a rest there. I turn to my fellow companions unless anyone else deems not to.
It would be nice to sleep in a proper bed for once.
Bane looks around at this endless forest, basically, and thinks to himself, I don't know if they'll have a bed, but, you know. He goes, yes, of course. But, Brent. Sorry, you said something, Wanderer.
I was going to say a better defensible position is always more favorable.
True. I do have a question though, Brandir. Is the site of your combat closer than your village?
It is about approximately a mile north of here. The village is a few miles to the southwest, so yes, the battle would be closer, but it puts us even farther from the village.
Well, unless you all think it'd be better to go straight to the fortress, I'd rather check to see if there's anyone alive or taken. And if I cleave an orc head or two, that is a bonus.
What do the rest of you decide?
I nod my head and yes, see if we can assist his comrades, if possible. Or at least maybe get a idea of where these orcs came from.
Yes.
I know the fear of having your home attacked, so I say we help them.
And Harold.
Yes.
What say you?
I defer. I whatever you want. I'm not sure.
Very well. Well, then lead the way, Brandir, or as best you can.
Okay. I would advise us to be very observant, be very wary.
Well, we saw you, didn't we?
Don't
Yes,
you worry. I don't trust anybody. Don't you worry.
And
Oh, little bird. Are there any birds about?
Birds.
Yeah, you have seen some. You wish to call some?
Sure.
Okay.
Will goldfinch show up for me?
Yes. Because you're out in wilderness, so there's quite a lot of choices. But you need to make your rolls to
Yeah, to get them to do things.
Yes.
Little bird, would you be so kind as to go ahead and scout out the area for me? Let me know if there are any dangerous people out. You know, orcs, things like that. Okay, let's see how it goes. And I'm gonna, I can spend a hope point, right?
You can, yeah.
Alright.
Success. And flies off your shoulder, hovers above your head. Well, in front of you, but above. And everyone else hears a merry little tune, and it flaps its wings. But what you heard was, "I'll return as soon as I can." And off it goes.
Be safe. Yeah.
And Brandir is constantly looking around. You can see a bit of fear on his face. And you can see he's kind of starts to go one way and looks at it and is like, "No, it's over here." And changes course slightly. I ran here in a mad dash, so I didn't pay close attention. But I'm sure this is the right way. And and you get to a spot. He's saying, and there's like a rock outcropping in groves of trees, but there's a statue. Well, what's left of one in the ruins. And he says, "Yes, I remember this. I believe it's just beyond here."
Not that it necessarily matters, but and a statue of someone in particular, or probably I wouldn't know, but Wander might know, or is it too worn?
It's very worn, and it's overgrown with a lot of like viney sort of plants. But you can't really recognize it very well, not with in the condition that it is. And he goes around it, and it's right around in here. And he's looking about on the ground to see signs of it, and he sees he's like, there, and he sees there's a bow that was dropped. At least I have recovered my father's gift to me.
Aye. Hopefully we shall make use of it soon. And then I just draw my axes. I'm assuming we're getting closer.
Yeah, this is... so I need you all to make a scan roll. Or riddle if that's a better skill for you.
Do I have to spend a luck for my or not luck, magic hope? Do I have to spend a hope to activate my distinctive feature for the orc lore?
Yeah, that if you spend one hope, it'll give you 2 bonus die instead of just the normal 1 bonus die.
All right, so I hit the hope and then I add an additional 1. Got it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Wonderful. Finally get to hunt orcs rather than up to this point. I was like, maybe I should do trolls.
Yeah, all
And
right.
Still daytime. Just double checking.
Oh, it's we're into twilight. It's beginning to get dark.
Nighttime then, inspired.
Yes, indeed.
I haven't rolled higher than a 2 on my feet die in the last 6 rolls.
Oh my god. This
Bane hunts some orc.
is normal for me. All right, so
No bird yet, right?
Bane is currently channeling Aragorn right now, being able to recreate a scene. And you're seeing the signs of a scuffle. And I assume you have your lantern out.
I do, though I didn't add that size.
Oh, right. That's all right. They ain't going to do you any better than what you've got, but do you have any specifics that you want to spend your extra successes on?
Yes, let me check. If action requires any multiple successes, can you can't select more than one of these, right?
Yes, you get to select one for each success icon, and they can stack. Although sometimes it's not relevant. Like you can't go quietly and extra quietly on top of that. It's just quiet. But
yeah, so I guess definitely gain insight. Question is, do I want to? I'll say, because we're still trying to be quiet about all this, right? Because they might be nearby. So
it very well could be.
Go quietly and gain insight.
Okay.
Unless, yeah.
Okay. So you see the signs of a fight, a battle, small battle. You do recognize the telltale signs of orc. You see an orc dagger that has been dropped, and some of the footprints. Clearly not human. But what you also notice is a trail leading a bit to the northwest. And what you don't see, you only see a little bit of blood. Some orc blood. And some human blood. But you wouldn't know if it was human or not, but it's not black.
You mean I can't pull a Gimli and just touch it?
But you can definitely tell what's orc, and but you see your extra insight here. It looks like they were captured and headed to the northwest.
Well, Brandir, it seems like your fellow survived.
His eyes brighten. How can you tell? I mean, there's no bodies, but...
Lack of blood.
Lack of bodies, for one, though I wouldn't put it past orcs to take those. But just the amount of blood here, if you look, and I'll just say it's like a small pile there, and just point at it. It would be a lot more if they were wounded significantly.
Do you know where... Is there any indication as to which way they went?
I kind of point towards the hard-to-see trail. That way. Oh, how fresh are these tracks?
Oh, they're very fresh. Well, less than half a day, but it's been several hours.
That's what I was gonna say. Because I mean, if we pick up the pace, I was like, maybe we can hit them before they get to wherever their camp is. I don't know. Because he doesn't know where the camp is, right? He just generally knew.
Well, you point in that direction, and he's like, that would make sense. Long we have felt that there's an orc encampment or something nearby, and that would put that it was north. We felt it was north of our village.
How many did they attack you with in number? Since they said they attacked the village before?
Yeah, I felt there were about 6 of them. But it's hard for me to tell for sure. It was so fast.
Well, even if it's double their number, I think we would be okay. Especially if we can free your fellows. I kind of look to the others. Do you wish to try and catch up before the night is through? And he kind of chuckles.
Let's go hunt some orc.
Absolutely.
Very well. And I kind of just, let's hunt some orc then. And I just kind of start jogging that way.
I will say to you that in addition to the fatigue you've got right now, you all have 6 more fatigue points, and Bane and Herobrine have 7 on top
All
of
right.
what you've already got. And that directly adds to your load, which makes it much more likely that you're weary. And without rest, not on the road, you have no way of getting rid of that.
Hmm.
Well, someone can sing us a pretty song.
Oh.
Well, we know their directions now.
Well, yeah.
You know what? I'm
Could.
gonna try to sing
We
us.
are on
Well,
horseback, too.
how long
We
does
are
this?
on horseback, right?
Yeah, that'll take away, the vigor will take away. So those fatigue points I told you, it will be 1 less.
Now, that was my question. Is it at the end of the journey, or is it just because some of those? Because we've taken rests between them, right? So
Yeah,
that's what I was
so
asking. But
yeah, so what if with this sheet, I'm just this journey sheet. Each event that happens, so there's 3 events, adds a number of fatigue points depending upon the event. And a couple of you failed your roll, so you got 1 more fatigue point than the rest. When you get to the end of a journey, you can make a travel roll to reduce some of those fatigue points. You get to reduce 1 per success.
Okay.
But at least the rules as written, that occurs when you're in a sanctuary of sorts.
Okay.
so we don't get it. And well, no, I guess we get. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
We'd
All
have to
right.
go to the village, huh?
Yeah. They use a quote from the books and the rules from Gandalf. I can't remember where they were. But Gandalf says something like, they just come across something bad, and it's like, and I am already weary.
Gotcha.
Just to give you food
All
for
right.
thought to further, you guys are feeling you've been on the road for 6 days, going through boggy
Yeah.
marsh well, not marsh, but a boggy area. And
My only thing is, I think, at least this is I'm gonna think my thought process out loud right now because we need to take a prolonged rest, like several days at that place, I would assume, to get that fatigue off. And I feel like time might be the essence for some of these prisoners.
you're right.
And, there's only, according to him, 6 orcs, which I think we can take 6 orcs even wearied. But, there's also the fact that there might be more. But if there's more, I still think we can take even double their number at 12 if we play it smart. But that's just my thought processes.
How do the rest of you feel?
Yes,
Yeah,
in these situations, time is
we
always
can
of the
try to take
essence.
them. Fortune favors the bold.
True.
But my hunch is this is where we leave. At the precipice. Pondering our future.
Yeah, we've come to the end of our playing time. But it seems like you're favoring pursuing the orcs.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then that is where we will hold out. And I take it, are you going to pursue them? You just got into the night, so you're going to continue on and at night to go for them.
Yeah, I'm okay with going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Just making sure I understood it all. Cool. All right. let's deal out some experience then. Let's see. Now I want to have. All right. So if you go to where it shows your skill points and adventure points to make sure that it works,
Ready?
the code that is.
No, mine just switched. Yep.
Mine switched up to 30.
Yeah, and look at that. It did not include Ankamandale in there. It's alright though.
How much did yours go to?
30.
Yeah, it should each go up 3 points for
Okay,
both
mine
adventure
was
and
27.
skill.
But okay, so 30 should be total. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
Ah. It's a shame because we're not going to be here when we raid this orc camp.
Yeah. The next 2 weeks we're gonna be in.
Oh
Wisconsin.
yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, I knew it was coming, but I didn't make the connection when we were talking about it.